Hi, it's Loretta coming at you with another video, and this time we're going to have some fun playing with some Lindy Stamp Gang and also starting out with a project that has really taken over with all the rage on the internet and on Facebook, and it's called Journaling by Fives, and I'm going to put a link down below in the description bar. And I'm also going to link all of the Lindy Stamp Gang that I'm going to be using for my startup with the Journaling by Fives. And go check out her videos. Shannon is her name. And she will guide you exactly what you should do for the process. And if you're interested in dabbling in mixed media, I think this would be a fabulous way to get started. At any rate, I am going to do step 1, which is the background. And I'm going to use my Lindy Stamp Gang. And I thought I would go ahead and tell you guys a little bit about Lindy Stamp Gang while I'm at it. Okay, the first thing, I'm going to use a set of Lindy sprays. And I'm also going to use some of the flat shots. And this is what the sprays look like when you get them in the mail. And they, the liquid doesn't come in them, so the packages aren't weighted down, so they're not really expensive to ship, so that's a good thing. So the first thing that you're going to want to do when you get these at home is you're just going to want to tap real good to get all of the mica and all of that pigment goodness down. And then you're going to want to really tap the sprayer and make sure that there is no mica or pigment in that. Then what you'll do is you'll fill it up to the fill line, and you'll see that when you get your Lindy Stamp Gang. And you'll fill it up to the fill line with hot water. Give it a real good shake and then wait for about 10 minutes. Okay, and on your Lindy's, I also thought of something else that I thought I would just kind of throw in there. When you get your flow of water, if you're filling from a faucet, make sure that you turn it down really low and go just a little bit at a time. And also, if you'll turn it to this part of the bottle that does not have the label while you're filling it up, that will help you. So just a couple of little tips there. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and mix up some Lindy's flat shots. And I'm tapping the top of this container just to make sure that I have all of the powder in this container tapped down into the bottom of it. And I'm using the flat shots, and I'm using the set Under the Boardwalk, which is available in the boutique. And so I'm going to, these are flat Fabios, which means that they don't have the shimmer mica, but I am going to mix them with a Liquitex Gloss Medium. And what I'm going to do is that first, and I'm not going to use the little top like that. I'm going to use, I'm just going to pour it. And I'm just going to put just a little bit in there first so that I can go ahead and start mixing this up. And you're going to right away see that that pigment is really going to start coming out. And it's just going to make it easier for me to get the whole thing mixed up if I just start a little bit at a time. So now I'm going to go ahead and add some more. Probably about 3/4 of the way full of the medium. And I'm going to go ahead and stir. And you can see how pigmented these are, because they don't look like they have very much in them when you get them. but they are so pigmented, have so much pigment in them, that they really come out to be just a beautiful color. And these can be mixed with a lot of different types of mediums. Now, what I'm doing now is I'm just picking it up and looking and just making sure that I've really mixed that up well. Alright, and that does it. And then you'll just want to put the lid back really nice and tight on this. And what I was trying to say, I can't do two things at the same time, you guys, is or you could use gloss gel medium. You could even use the matte medium. You could use that with it so that it comes out in a matte finish instead of in a gloss finish. I just happen to want a gloss finish, so that's what I'm using. So anyway, I've got these mixed. I'm going to go ahead and get all of these mixed up, and then I'll meet you back. And I have my two covers that I'm going to use. I've given them a coat of gesso, and then I have 20 sheets of paper that I'm going to be using. And this is a mixed media paper. And so I'm sure it's going to buckle some and everything because I am going to be putting a wet medium on there. But I don't really care about that much. So the other things that I do have here is I have my brush. And I have a little container of water to clean it with. And I have a little cloth to dry it with. And then I have my sprays and my flat shots. So we're just going to get started. And the whole idea is that you're supposed to set the timer for 15 minutes and lay your background down. I'm not going to set a timer. I'm just going to go at my own pace. And I'm going to try not to think about it too much. I don't want it to spray over my whole entire project. I just want it to spray on part of it. So I'm going to go with this Cosmopolitan Pink. And I'm just giving it a really good shake, shake, shake. And now I'm going to go ahead and spray a couple of times off of my project just so that I can get the sprayer spraying real good. And then I'm going to go ahead and spritz, spritz, spritz. Okay, and now I'm just going to kind of heat set that just a little bit. And I don't know if you can see, but it's got a beautiful shimmer. Alright, and now that that's heat set just a little bit, I'm going to lay that back down approximately where I had it. Give that another good little shake. And I'm going to go ahead and spritz again. And now you can kind of see what it looks like on the tan surface versus on the surface that I have gessoed. And I don't know if you can see, but it's got a really pretty shimmer to it. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take... Alright, and now I'm going to flip this over. And I'm going to go ahead and put my block back down here. Just where I'm just kind of blocking that color a little bit. And it doesn't matter to me if it, comes off just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and use the blue Hawaiian blue. I'm going to give that a really, really good shake. And I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to spray it off of my project just to get the sprayer going just a little bit. So, and that's all I'm doing is I've just got a little trash can by the side of me that I'm using just to get it to start spraying. And now, let's just go ahead and give this a little spritz. Alright, and we'll go ahead and heat set. Alright, and now that we've got that heat set, I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to look at the whole thing. And you know, I think I might put a little bit more color just up here in the corner. Just like let's just scoot this down a little bit. Just like maybe right there. And then I'll go ahead and heat set that. Go ahead and put this over to the side to dry. And I've set up a little area down here to put all of my pieces that I have painted and worked with